Have you gone to like Walmart or Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever and priced a push mower? I mean, a non-self-propelled push mower is $300 now. It's just criminal. So out of the bottom of my heart, I want to help the community by providing low-cost lawnmowers so that they could save some money. No, I'm gonna try to make some cash, and I think I can do it with these. So let's see if these things even run. It's like a fly apocalypse in here. Hey guys, welcome back to the Texas Hillbilly channel. My name is Jared, and this episode we're going to talk about some lawnmowers. We're going to work on some lawnmowers actually. Maybe we won't, I don't know. It depends on their condition. So these two mowers I got for free from a guy that I work with, and the funny thing is the black one was actually one that I sold him like 2 years ago, and I think I probably got for free in the first place. So that's what I used to do a lot, and I think I might start picking back up again. Hey guys, allow me to interrupt. I need to explain a little bit better as to how I acquire lawnmowers. You're thinking, well, Jared, your friend gave you a couple mowers. How do I get mowers? Well, what I usually do is put out ads. So like this here on Facebook, a long time ago I posted this, and it's titled, I Pay Cash for Lawnmowers. Wanted, I will remove your abandoned, neglected, broke down riding mowers, golf carts, or other small engine equipment. Not a scrapper, looking to refurbish. I will remove for free, or if you have a quality piece, I will pay cash for it. Looking for self-propelled push mowers, riding mowers, golf carts, pressure washers, trenchers, dirt bikes, motorcycles, four-wheelers, go-karts, pretty much anything with an engine. Also, vehicles, junk trailers, tractors, and other heavy equipment. Got something odd? Hit me up. I may be interested. Send me a message. That is essentially the kind of ad I put, and I put some random photos of some lawnmowers on a trailer. Well, actually, they're mine. That I got one time. Lawnmowers in the back of my truck, kind of giving people an idea of what I'm looking for. And now it's getting harder and harder to post stuff on Facebook without it getting flagged as spam. You can't really post wanted ads on the marketplace, but you can go to individual group pages, for sale, garage sale type pages on Facebook and post in the discussion area, post that you wanted, you pick up this stuff. Now the only reason I say that I'll pay is because somebody might have something and they're like, I could get $500 for this. But when you get there, you're like, dude, sorry. I'm not gonna give you any cash for this. I'll haul it away for free, but otherwise I'm gonna have to pass. And then they realize they have junk and they'll be like, okay, yeah, you could have it, just take it. I don't want anything, I don't want it. Here's the thing, you can make decent money on push mowers, self-propelled push mowers, $100, $200 profit. Riding mowers is where it's at. In spring, they go and they crank their lawnmower and it doesn't start, and they think, oh man, this is gonna cost me a fortune. It's old, the seat's cracked, these tires are flat. I'm just gonna go buy a new one. I don't wanna deal with this, because they just had a service a year before, and this perfectly good 5-year-old mower is just sitting there discarded. They go buy a new one, they bring it home, and their old mower's in the way, and they search mower scrap or whatever on Facebook, and my ad pops up, and they think, oh, let me just call this guy. And so many times I've been given very good products for free. So just put your ads out there. Facebook, Craigslist, Nextdoor, OfferUp, all those places you could think of. I even went as far as making flyers of the same ad pretty much and putting them at the local general stores, the local community centers. I've printed small cards almost saying the same thing, real basic text, and I'll drop them off at houses where I see a mower sitting. I'll put it on their door handle. I'm not really good at knocking on doors, but you could do that. Knock on doors, you probably get better reactions. I was just kind of waiting for them to answer. Anyway, so that is how I get product. They're not always just given to me by friends. You got to go work for it. So this is how. This is a Powersmart 161, whatever that means. It really does look like an Amazon mower or something. So, let's see what happens. Engine brake, and is there a primer? There is. It works. I don't know if that was sucking any fuel, but let's see. This one runs. Didn't say running, right? But it ran by pumping the primer, so it could have a clogged idle jet or port or whatever. Sounds funky. We'll probably have to tear into this one, see what the heck's going on. No problem. So let's see, does this have a primer? No. Now this is a Craftsman 7-horse, 190cc. It's actually not a 7-horse, it's 7 torque. 7 foot-pounds of torque. They don't really go by horsepower anymore. They go by torque and or size. So 190cc, 7 foot-pound Briggs on a Craftsman self-propelled frame. Nothing. Now, yeah, it kind of smells like 2-stroke mixed gas in here. He might have tried to drain the tank. But the oil in that mixed gas could have clogged up the carburetor. We could probably take that carburetor off, try to clean it up, and see if this thing will run. But what I'd love to do before I ever even get started on these things is pressure wash them. Why bring all this trash into my shop? I mean, I just swept last night, and I got to sweep again. One all cleaned up yesterday. Let it sit in the shop overnight and dry out. I don't recall, I think if I pumped it a few times, it sputtered the first time I tried to crank it, and then it really had no life after that. Let's verify. Alright, nothing, no life at all. So one thing we could do is take the air filter off. It is very clogged. Very, very clogged. But we can spray a little ether in the carburetor directly and pull the string, pull the recoil starter, and if it comes to life, we know that we have probably good valve gap, probably good compression, probably good spark. We just have a fuel delivery issue. So let me get some starter fluid and try that out. So you can see this better. I'm gonna spray ether right there. Just a little bit like that. This stuff's old. Yeah, let's see if it fires. Wants to. We could pull the plug, just look at the condition. If it's really, really covered in junk, then maybe just cleaning the spark plug is a solve. Whatever. We'll just do it together, see what we discover, and I'll stop. The neighbor's driveway is pretty steep. Anyways, I'll stop trying to guess what it is, and I will just figure it out together, right? It's very wet. Very, very wet. It smells of fuel. It makes me think that there is a spark issue. So let's verify spark. I think I have one of those spark plug testers. Put it hand tight because I need to clean that. But I guess since I can't see it, y'all tell me if it sparks. I don't know. I have no idea. I can't see the thing. Like backwards? Okay, it's got a spark. You saw that. So we got spark, and even with ether, it doesn't fire. So we either have a compression issue or a fuel issue, or the plug is so gummed up it's not gonna clean up. So I'm gonna clean this off camera real quick. All right, I cleaned it up with a wire brush and starting fluid. Try this again. I'll spray some ether in there. And it should run now. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120 just like that, we got a free working mower. That's crazy. I have actually never come across one that the spark plug was actually the cause of it not running. That's a first for me. Alright, so as you saw, this mower actually cuts really good. It starts right away if you prime it. I'm gonna go buy some oil because I don't have any. I need to order an air filter, and I guess I'll order the right spark plug because I didn't have the exact right temperature spark plug. So let's move on to the next one. So I'm gonna check the oil in this one. It's at a good level, it smells good, doesn't smell burnt, doesn't look too dark either. This is the one the previous owner says he put 2-stroke mixed gas in, but the fuel tank's empty, so maybe he tried to dump it out. It just smells like fuel to me. So let's pop the air filter off, spray some ether in it, and see if it'll start on ether. Alright, let's get this air filter housing off. And that's not too dirty. I've seen much worse. It actually looks really clean on the inside. We could blow that out. I might have a spare, but
I've better seen one of those.
you probably have. I mean, I used to have hundreds of those things all laying around when I used to have hordes of mowers. I went through so many of these carburetor kits. Every time you order a carburetor off Amazon for one of these, it comes with the air filter, spark plug. I have a bunch of spark plugs that don't really fit. They're not exactly right.
They're all from China.
Yeah, it's all from China. All right, let's try this with a little ether and see if it comes to life. Ready? All right.
Is it just
Fired up immediately? So that tells me that immediately should tell you that we have compression. It also verifies that our valve clearances are right. We have spark, so the only condition we need to fix is gas. Just 1-year-old go-kart gas in here. I could go through the tube, but I think I'm gonna go this way. How does it smell? I think it's okay. Doesn't look like there's any water
can
in
you turn
it.
on that nozzle?
I could, but I don't want to take forever.
Looks fine.
Ooh, that was a little full.
Just a little.
A little bit.
It's got a hole in the top.
Just for this, yeah. Did you discover that?
Yeah, whenever I was driving my go-kart and
You had it so full it was pouring out everywhere. Yeah. You just use this opportunity to, when you spill gas over your mower, to clean it.
with gas.
Yeah. All right, so I think this is like the non-priming kind. I'm gonna leave the air filter off for now, so we know we got spark. Yeah, there's, oh, I thought there's a primer bulb here, but I guess not. So since there's no primer, let's just see if this thing starts now with a full tank of gas. So we know the oil's good. Can you smooth that pillow thingy? I don't want it to get sucked up under this thing. Ready? The exhaust goes towards you, by the way. Okay, it doesn't want to start, so this one did run on ether, right? Yes. Let's see if we can get it started on ether, and then maybe the fuel will take over. fuel delivery issue.
That's not good.
Maybe the needle's just stuck. Let's tap on the bowl of the carburetor. That's mostly on the body of the carburetor and then the bowl at the end.
Oh, it's a 7 horsepower.
Yeah, this is a big mower. It's actually not though. Not 7 horsepower. Fine print. It's 7 foot-pounds of torque.
Oh.
It's weird. They changed. At some point, they changed. They stopped saying horsepower, started saying foot-pounds.
And CC.
So let's see now if that lets the fuel get the carb. What I'm assuming is we have a clogged main port or idle port or whatever. So we got to take the carburetor off and turn apart, clean out the main orifices. I think it'll be okay once we do a quick little rebuild. What we could try is we could take the bowl off and pull the float and all that out of it while it's still installed. Then we don't have to mess with any of those linkages and stuff. So I'm gonna get some needle nose or something to clamp off this fuel line so it doesn't just constantly pour. And then we're gonna take that bowl off. That did it. Okay, and then we're gonna bust that. Bowl is typically a 1/2 inch, right? No? What size is it? It's not a 10.
Oh, it's not.
Why don't I just use the sockets that I brought out here?
That would be smart.
That would be smart, right? Okay, 7/16. No, bigger than that. I already tried 1/2, but it's a 1/2 inch. Even though I already tried 1/2, it's a 1/2 inch. Loosen it, not tighten it, right? Now this, if the bowl is working, it's gonna dump fuel on me, and it's dumping fuel. Pretty nasty looking fuel. Hopefully that was already in the bowl. So I feel like what we put in was cleaner. Look how dirty the bowl was. Pretty nasty in there.
That's bad.
Yeah, so that tells me, I don't know, he either ran it without a filter or maybe when he put mixed gas, this is from all the oil deposits. That's probably what it was. So the oil sat in there and kind of clogged up the carburetor possibly. So we are gonna have to probably take this carb off and change out some stuff. Holy carburetor. All right, wiggle this off. So that I believe is a throttle blade, and I think this back here is the choke.
Do you have any holes it's got?
Wiggle, wiggle, jiggle, jiggle. All right, so that's off. Let's get that bolt out before we lose it. All right, here's the bowl. Look how nasty that bowl is.
Ew.
The float, I mean, it is covered in debris. I don't know if this is visible on camera, but this thing is nasty. So we can, wow, it's very, very dirty.
That looks sticky.
I might actually just buy a new car, but let's see if we can do anything with this. Let's pull the little float rod out. Wheel the float. Oh, look, the needle stuck in the closed position.
Oh.
That's why it was not letting fuel in, and it was so clogged also that it wasn't even using the fuel that was in the bowl. That's why the fuel was so dirty. So I'm gonna wiggle this needle, which I don't have any grip on these needle nose because I can't find my good needle nose. You probably lost it in the yard somewhere, didn't you?
Why would I have those?
You used to always take my tools and I'd find them in the yard like a month later.
That's just with hammers.
Hammers? Yeah, it was. That's pretty right. It was usually hammers. Oh my god. I need something that spins. I need something that grips. Oh wait, I got it, son. They finally came out. That needle is nasty. Alright, so I didn't have any of these carburetors brand new in a box, so I'm going to order one, and I'm sure in 2 days I'll receive it in the mail. It's probably like $15. And I got to order a filter anyways. I probably should order a spark plug. Tomorrow I'll go to the store and get some oil to put in this thing. And so in a couple days we'll get back on this and finish it up. Yeah, in the meantime I'm going to sell this. If I can get some profit on it, that money will go into my business account, you know, and that stuff is how I pay for parts for stuff like this. I guess we're done for the night, and we'll pick it up when we get some parts in. Right?
Yeah.
Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
No.
You're going to do the bye?
I-E.
Good. Good job, son. I'm so bad at basketball. We're terrible at basketball. Oh, you got it. It's the next day, and guess what? I sold the red lawnmower today, and I made an undisclosed amount. So I'll put this money in my fun account. I have a separate bank account for projects and fun stuff. I have enough in there that I went ahead and ordered a fuel pump for the Pinto project, which you should check out that series right here. Or here, or I don't know how to do that, but hopefully I'll put a little pop-up on where the video is. But parts are on their way for the black mower, and hopefully we'll get this thing running and sold in a day as well. I got the new carburetor in about 2 days. This is what showed up. Let's make sure it looks the same. So it's got all the right knobs on top. It's got the place to attach that governor or whatever that is. Fuel intake's in the right spot. The board looks to be the same. The other side looks to be the same, so it's the right carburetor. Let's see, it came with a little O-ring, so we can replace the O-ring on here. You know what? You've seen carburetor installs and removals. It's just that. So I'm gonna time lapse this, I guess. I got the carburetor all back on. As you saw, possibly in time lapse, the spark plug, I was gonna go ahead and swap it out since the kit came with the spark plug, but the gap is completely closed, so I gotta gap this. Now, a little bit of research says it should be 30 thousandths, so I'm gonna go ahead and gap it to that. Yeah, that's perfect. Let's go ahead and swap it out and see how she does. This now has a new carburetor, the fuel line's hooked up, the old go-kart gas is in there, and a new spark plug. Will it start? Let's find out together. Sounds weird to me. I mean, it runs good. It just sounds like it's a really low idle. That's odd. So I kind of want to see what's up. Maybe the linkages have been or something. I mean, it is a big engine, so maybe it does run at a lower RPM, but that's awfully low to me. That's hooked up right. And that's hooked up right. Oh, the spring's disconnected. I never hooked up the spring. Well, that'll do it. At least it wasn't over revving. It could have been a lot worse. There we go. This is probably gonna be the solution. I do like that it just started right up, right? Almost first pull. I mean, my first pull wasn't really a hard pull, so first real pull. Here we go. Will it rev up? That's more like it. Now, because the oil in this thing looks really good still, I'm not gonna change it. I wanna try to sell this maybe today. So I'm gonna take some good photos of it next to the shop with a nice background, post it up on Facebook Marketplace, and hopefully have a buyer come today. We'll see. Today the mower sold for an amount of money that I was told I shouldn't say on the internet. I don't know why. So I altogether made a profit of, let's see, almost $300. So, you know, probably less than 2 hours of labor driving that equivalated to probably 10 cents in gas and what, a $15 carb. I made around $300 profit. So that is a way to make some quick cash on some quick turnarounds. Right now, the market is super high on lawnmowers because of the cost of everything going up. And people don't want to pay $300 for a self-propelled mower, so they buy these. And great way to make some extra spending money that I can invest in the Pinto. So I do like doing lawnmowers. It's a good satisfaction for me. I really enjoy it. Really quick turnaround and some quick cash. But we're gonna get back to the Pinto next episode probably. So thanks for watching Texas Hillbilly. If you learned something in this video, please give it a like, subscribe. I really appreciate it. Throw some comments down there at the bottom. It helps out a lot. See you next time.